Good morning, students. You're welcome to our math lesson for today. And for this lesson, we are going to need a math learner's books, a notebook, and a pencil and eraser. Okay, have you put that together today? So, in today's lesson, we are going to continue with our topic on capacity and volume, which is from the page 51 of our learner's books. Okay, which is making a liter, which has to do with capacity and volume. And our learning objective for today is that at the end of the lesson, you are expected to gain knowledge on measuring capacity. Secondly, you're expected to be able to convert unit of volume measure to another unit. Thirdly, you're expected to recognize the different units of measure for volume and capacity. And lastly, you'll be expected to appreciate the knowledge application in your day-to-day life. Just to briefly remind ourselves of some keywords. Volume. Do you remember what volume is? So, volume is the space that that substance occupies in a container. Volume is the space that a substance occupies in an object or in a container. And what is capacity? It is a measure of how much a container can hold. Okay, capacity is a measure of how much a container can hold. And when we talk about measure, to measure means to find the size, the length, or amount of something using units of measurements such as inches, meters, centimeters, and many more. So, we still continue with our topic on making a liter. And like I told us earlier, we'll be looking at milliliters and liters. Okay, and we will be able to differentiate between milliliters and liters by the end of the lesson. Okay, you could use this link to watch this video at your own private time. It's going to help you to understand better about measurements in liters and milliliters. Okay, like we already know, we are talking about volume and capacity. And from this angle, we are going to be looking at metric capacity. Now, there are two most common measurements for capacity and measurements. Again, I repeat, there are two most common measurements used to measure volume and capacity. Can you guess them? One is liters and the other is milliliters. Can we say that together? Liters and milliliters. So, measurement of capacity is done in most two common ways, which are milliliters and liters. Excellent. So, we are going to be looking at what a milliliter is, or how much quantity makes a milliliter? The word milliliter comes from two words. One of the words is milli, and the other is liter. So the word milliliter is from two words. One is milli and the other one is liters. Liter, which makes the word milliliter, which is a very small amount of liquid. So milliliter is a very small amount of liquid. It doesn't even fill a teaspoon. Can you see that here? So a milliliter doesn't even fill the teaspoon. Can you see that in the picture? Okay. Now, milliliters can be converted to liters. How many liters or how many milliliters make 1 liter? 1000 milliliters make 1 liter. Did you know about that, my friend? So 1000 milliliters make 1 liter. So between these two, which one do you think is bigger? 1000 milliliters make 1 liter. So between these two, milliliters is the small amount of measurement and liters is bigger. So liters is bigger than milliliters. This is 1000 teaspoons of water equals a whole jug, which is 1 liter. Example of capacity amounts are a cup of water. A cup of water equals 250 milliliters. Okay? So each time you drink a cup of water, you are consuming 250 milliliters. Okay. And a standard milk bottle, such as the one we have in this picture, is 1 liter. When we shower, we use about 8 liters per minute. And when we flush the toilet, we use about 12 liters of water. If you collect about 20 drops of water, you will have 1 milliliter. Did you know that? Okay, so about 20 drops of water will give us 1 milliliter. A spoon can hold about 5 milliliters of liquid, like we can see in this picture. So a spoon can hold about 5 milliliters of liquid. So milliliters are often written as ml. Milliliters are written most often as ml. Okay, so the short form of writing milliliters is ml, and the long form remains milliliters. Okay, so 150 milliliters will be written as short as 150 ml. So instead of writing milliliters in full like this, we can write it for short as ml. Okay, hope you're following and you're clear. Okay, so now we are going to look at liters. We've looked at milliliters, and so now we have to look at liters. A liter is a bunch of milliliters put together. A liter is a bunch of milliliter put all together. Like I earlier told us, 1000 milliliters make 1 liter. 1000 milliliters make 1 liter. Liters are often written as capital L. Okay, why milliliters are written as, can you remember? ML. Why liters are written as L for short. Okay, so milk, soda, and other drinks are often sold in liters. So when next you go to the shop or to the mall to buy, you can look at the container to be able to see how many liters or milliliters the container can hold. Okay, so we have some activities to complete below here. We have to number each set of items from 1 to 3 in order of which holds the most to which holds the least. Okay, we'll do the first one together. Now, looking at these objects, which one do you think would hold the most liquid? Okay, I think these will be number 1. These will be number 2. And this looks smaller than all of the other objects, so this will be number 3. Okay, good job. Can you now do the rest? Let's go to the next worksheet. The instruction here says circle the best estimate of capacity of each container. Circle the best estimate of capacity of each container. And the first one we have here is a wine glass. A wine glass. Now we have 3 options here. The first one is this wine glass less than 1 liter? Is it less than 1 liter? Or is it about 1 liter? Or do you think it's more than a liter? Okay, we'll do this one together. I think this wine glass is less than a liter. So I'm going to circle my answer, less than a liter. Okay, so can you go ahead and do the rest of the activity? And make sure to write down your questions for Wednesday during our review period so you can ask me any questions or doubt you had during this lesson. Okay, thank you. It was a nice time with you today. Stay safe. Bye.